Okay. Okay, guys, what's up? How are you doing? Can you guys hear me A-okay? Hear myself. I'm loud. Okay. Okay, you can hear me fine. Good, 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 good. There we go. All right. So we got Matthew here. He's going to be running Super Mario XP. Like I said before, I will be commentating over his run, and I will be overseeing everything. And we will just go ahead and get cracking here in a minute. Matthew's going to be muted, so Matthew, I'm just going to assume that you are basically ready to go. So once I see you start your game and begin moving, I will go ahead and start the timer for you. Starting it now. Good luck, my friend. Okay. Sound okay? Everybody good? Let me know if it's otherwise. Okay, so I'll introduce you guys to Mario. But it's Mario and Castlevania married together. So this is basically a Mario-vania. Loud compared to y'all. Okay, let me go ahead and turn that down a bit. I turned it down a bit. Let me know if it needs to go a little further. Anyway, so yes, the frames they're a little dicey, but don't sweat too much. Side also frame drops. I'm calling. Myself up. Minus 10 little TV. Okay. Okay. That should be better now. We found the frames. Yeah, it starts off like that, and then the frames should come back. While I was testing him, there was definitely some droppage. Might be his connection. Excuse me. Too PC to explain. Okay. Mic is still low. Okay. God, I love switching over. It's lower the control. Okay. I am cranking my volume about 15%. I think that's better. Let's get all of these groups. Fine. Let me drop it again. Alright. Drop the game again. Oh yeah, there's a flying Goomba here, by the way. This is like the troubleshooting commentary. Love it. Alright. Everything should be great now. Okay. So as you've noticed, that's way better. Okay, Poggers Championship. Glad to hear it. Now I can actually do commentary instead of troubleshooting. Love to see it. So in this segment here, he's climbed up the tower. As you'll notice, like, there's a lot of nods to Castlevania and Mario both. They're kind of like really married in this, I guess you could say, because you can see the backgrounds are kind of like a crossover between Castlevania and Mario both. The enemies typically are Mario-based. There is some new enemies. Oh, Rip or Rooney. That was unfortunate. And there is some like Castlevania stuff, but mostly it's Mario enemies. And then they just added essentially like Castlevania abilities to some Mario enemies. This is the skip, not like skip, but like essentially it's a warp zone to the middle of Area 3. Just sell the bridge, yeah. So that's something that you do for the run. There's another one of these warp zones that comes up a little later in Stage 5 that takes you through most of Stage 6. He'll be doing this twice. Let's see here. Try bones. And also, should he finish early, we will be seeing a boss rush as well. He's doing pretty much on time at the moment. Everything's going pretty well, aside from that one death he had. As you know, because of the Castlevania moment, Mario has like HP hearts, just like you do in Castlevania, and a sub weapon. There are other sub weapons, but the hammer is the superior one for this, so you don't really get anything else but the hammer. Oh, it's Stombraid! What's up? Oh my god. That's not something I want to see today. So this is the boss. It is a small orb with like 10-15 boos attached to it. He's getting down to the orb. He's already murdering the boss. Eventually it will come down, or it will not come down and he'll just keep hitting it with hammers. Yeah, no, he's owning it. Yep, it's dead. Okay, sick. Thank you for the raid, Stonk. Much appreciated. Hope you had a great stream. Always a pleasure. Oh, it's me, KrakkaCafe. I'm one of the few admins of the marathon. We usually fill in for people who don't have commentators if somebody doesn't want to step up, and usually it's kind of rare. People are just like, yeah, I want to commentate this game, so we usually just do it ourselves. It's no big deal. We are not the most perfect commentators, but we try our best because you know they need a voice to some degree. So, but anyway, so yeah, this is like kind of like a mismatch. So there is a cross. There's only other sub weapons, but like I said, hammer's the best. You don't have to think about that one. You just keep on trucking. I think it's kind of interesting that there's no Castlevania really enemies. Oh, and just wait till you see the next boss that's coming up. It's kind of lit. Oh, frames are going again. Well, a little bit. Also, our Matthew is from the land of Skull Dude, in case you're not familiar. That also might be why he's dropping a little bit of frames. That particular area is not great for frame consistency, I guess you could say. You know, it's alright. It's living right. So yeah, you know, I got the glowy orbs typically from the Mario dungeons. These things are kind of a pain in the rear. Probably saw these earlier during a certain Mario run as well, although they're less nasty here. And it's gone. But wait, this is the part of the wait, and okay, it's back. Takes like a whole couple seconds. That's reasonable waiting. You know, waiting past like a couple seconds is kind of annoying. Those of you who make platforms and games, please don't make us wait very long. That would be great. Yeah. That's typical Skull Dude for you. Okay. Yeah, this whole segment here is basically on the platform, so he has to just kind of write it out. Okay, and we're done. Nice. Next area. Just kidding. There's another platform. Yeah, it makes sense whenever you think about how he acts and stuff. It all just comes together, honestly. So this is another segment featuring bullet bills, boos, more platforms. It's not really too bad. This is like, I would say probably easier than Castlevania for these kind of segments. There's always some kind of parallel drawn between Castlevania or Mario in some regard into each area that's done. So if you can spot the differences, God bless. I haven't played Castlevania in quite some time, so I'm not really 100% sure. But if you like Castlevania and you like Mario, this is definitely a great game to give it a spin. It's not very long, as you can tell. The whole PB is like 15 minutes, and even then you can probably do it. If you keep moving, you can probably do this in like half an hour or so. It's not a very long game. It's quite a short one, but it is it's delightful. Kind of like a filet mignon or something, you know. It's a little lacking in the girthage department, but every bite is quite delicious and savory, you know? Yeah, and Matthew is the current world record holder. Okay. And as you know, if you've played Castlevania, the hearts are what power your special abilities, so you absolutely need to get those every time. Okay, this is going to be the next boss. It's like a stone serpent. I think this might be from either Castlevania 2 or 3. I don't remember this in Castlevania 1. But, you know, it's been a while. Definitely not in Mario, I can assure you that much. basically his idea is to kind of get it to make it stop and start trying to blast him so he can hit it in the face just like that. Yeah, you basically just go ham on it when it does that. And then you just bop him, typical Mario style, and you win. Easy. Easy moment. Right, next stage. This is looking more like a dungeon now for Mario. Still got the Castlevania background, but very much looking like Mario right now. This is also where there's going to be the part where you go to the warp zone, which is going to come up a little bit later in the stage. For now, it's just kind of surviving the threats of the thwomp and fireballs and the spiky things. I think they have an official name. I want to say like Gordo, but I'm pretty sure that's not it either. Oh yeah, there's a little secret here. Get yourself some hearts and refill your HP a little bit. Urgh. Always love the classic thwomp sound. This part's a little dicey. Don't have a whole lot of room. A lot of fire, a lot of disco ball time. It kind of glazed. What's the word for glance? No, I can't think of the good speedy word right now. I'm trying to think of one, but maybe the problem's the G. I don't know. Glazed. Maybe I'm hungry. So yeah, more like really the trick for being this is just to really not stop. There really isn't a whole lot of points where you need to actually stop moving in this game. You basically just go. Yeah. If you played old school Mario Bros, there was that one dungeon I think it was World 5 actually, where it's like a maze-like path that repeats until you go into the right segment. I believe that carried over into that segment if you didn't do it correctly. Here is the warp zone, by the way. That's what I was talking about earlier. And this will take him to the middle of stage 6 and skip a decent chunk. Yep, and there it is. Also, if you ever did that first time, the freaking maze thing kind of do be sucking. You block. Oh, even this you get blocked by invisible heart blocks. Okay, gotcha. Oh yeah, this is one of the tricks he told me about. Basically, you can get unlimited lives here by just continually bonking the dry bones for all eternity. It was purposely made like that. It was intentional by the creator, just because as a nod to good old Mario. In this part's, some more plants. Bonk them, keep going. The hammer is actually really overpowered. You see, it continues to kind of bonk and bonk and bonk as things go through. It is really the superior sub-weapon in this, especially for this segment, as it just continues to destroy stuff. Yes, that's the Mario. Oh, let's see your block there too. So the mushrooms give you health, the hearts give you hearts. And there's certain levels of mushrooms. There's a purple and a green one. I think the red ones do about 2 HP. Okay, I guess there's a trick here where you can kind of go behind things. I was not a... Whoa, nope. Oh, okay. Whoa, and he is hammer time. Alright. Another hammer for hearts, and some HP. Okay, that's 4 HP, never mind. With hammer compared to everything else, yeah. Okay, now this boss is really cool. It kind of reminds me of like Alucard because he loves to backdash, which is very common thing, at least in the Metroidvania, Castlevania games. If you ever played Symphony of the Night or anything like that, like backdashing is like an extremely common thing you do in the game. It's pretty much required in those kinds of games too, because that's how you dodge shit. And he's dead. Wow, that was alarmingly fast. He just sat him on him. He did that. That is the fastest I've seen him do that. Just as a side note, it was not that fast in the things that I've seen him do before. So that was pretty epic, honestly. That was pretty nice, pretty clean. Okay, this boss kind of sucks. As you will find out very quickly, you kind of just have to. Your option here is mostly just bonking. And if you remember, this also has come from, I think, like. I want to say like Mario 3, where they had a room set up like this, and you just kind of bonk junk under it. You kill 3 fireballs, and then the orb is going to spawn. He's going to ponder it for a bit, and then smack the crap out of it. Oh, now normally you killed right there, but it's continuing to go. So I guess he didn't get the kill he wanted to get on that. Oh, this is actually from the original. Oh, okay. remember this in Super Mario 3, but it's been a while. Alright. The orb's coming around again. Bonk. And there it goes. And he died. That's unfortunate. Well, that is very unfortunate. That's going to be oof. It's a oof out of 10. But it can't all be perfect. Okay, so back to fireballs again. Gotta bonk these guys. That's the only part that kind of sucks about this, is that you really don't have the option of like hammering the living out of the non-living. You can only bonk here. It's just bonk or not. That's the only option you really have. So this is where you're supposed to get them and just kill them in one shot, but again, it's being unkind. But this should hopefully go a little better. There we go, yeah. So I just had one more bonk left. Good there. Okay, now this is the spiky ball part. This thing splits like a slime, essentially. If you're familiar with slime division, it just kind of, every time you clear it, it just divides and keeps dividing down. I think that's it's got one more dividing to do, yep. Normally you can kind of get the big one in one chunk right at the beginning, but was unable to do that, so now I'm just kind of dealing with cleanup, running around and trying to get the little ones. Not too bad. And then of course, you know, there's a Boo that's kind of floating around being obnoxious, but no big deal for Matthew, he's got this. There's a Boo. Okay. That one's just got to divide one more time. That was done. He's got to get that one done. And he's going to get one more, and done. And the Boo's gone as well. Okay, and then we're back to where Dracula is. And of course, just like in Castlevania, there is a secret in the upper portion, which he will get to in a moment. He's going to have to take the fire flower for now, because when he died, he lost the hammer, unfortunately. And then you just go up there, reset, come back, refill again. And you can just repeat this as much as you need to for this segment here. Probably going to do it a couple times. So you've really exhausted all his hearts in the last bit. Okay. Yeah, this should be the last fill up. He should be heading to the boss right after this. 69, nice. Yep, there is Dracula right there. There he is. Okay, now you just continue to shoot him in the face, and then you win. Not long after that. And then as soon as you get to Princess Peach, it's basically it. And okay, I believe that is time. Yep, that is time. Okay, and that's it. That is the run. Like I said, very, very short. A little over his PB because he kind of died, but not a bad run at all. And he's going to go into the boss rush in stage 8. Now this segment, you don't get a sub-weapon. The only thing you can do here is use your feet, and that's it. You are sitting on it, and it is dying, and that's all you can do. So you have to do this, as they would probably say, Mario style. You don't get to do this with anything else. Okay, first one down. Some of these bosses you did not see because they were skipped via the warp portal. Yeah, the Fangame makes sounds, that's for sure. yeah, this is the one you didn't see earlier. This is the plant boss. It has kind of like a nod to those little fiery plants from Super Mario World, if you remember those. If you'd like, because I think that was their first appearance, but I could be wrong. My memory is kind of scuffed sometimes. and it is dead. And you get a little health boost, and then you're on the next one. So then it's the boobs again. Now this one was really easy because you had the hammers before. Now it is different, a lot different without the hammers. Because you can't just wantonly sit on top of it until it comes out like that. And even then it gets a little wacky when you sit on it. This is a little wacky. A little wacky when you jump on it. It kind of does some things there. Yeah, this is just bonus content. Oh, still got it. Nice. Yeah, it seems like the side alcove is the play once you have the hammer or the fire. But when you're trying to sit on it and it goes into the side alcove, that's kind of a problem. Because you really can't do a whole lot when it does that. Hey, there we go. Clear. And I believe, if my memory serves me correctly, this will be a boss you did not get to see either. Nope, this is the snake. That's right. It's after this guy. And absolutely fun fact, these bosses are pretty straightforward and easy with the sub-weapons. Definitely a lot more challenging with just Mario abilities of just jumping on their heads. I like it when you don't have to do anything. You just stand over him and he just runs into your feet, and then you just, that's it. That's that. Oh! Ouchies. That is a Ripperoonie. That was a lot more blood than I was expecting to see. I'd say that's proportional, probably to the amount of blood Mario has in his body. So that, you know, that's fair. That's fair. Because you know, if you've ever played on the guy, the kid kind of explodes with blood everywhere. That's I don't know, maybe too much blood. Maybe. Not. Yeah, that's true. Mario is he does love his pasta. I wouldn't be surprised if his blood was pure marinara by now. Got a couple of bonks there. This is going a lot better, and easy mode. That one is donezo. Yep, he does have the double jump. Okay, so this is another one you didn't get to see, which is a nod to also to Super Mario World. If you remember the, I think it's the Razor fight that I'm thinking way too much about Razor from the Fangame community. Pretty sure. Oh, it's Reznor. That's right. Sorry, not Razor. Yeah, my brain's a funny thing. Yes, the Reznor fight from Super Mario World. I'm sorry, Razor. So for those who don't know, there is a guy named Razor in our Fangame community. That would be the guy in Fangame community, so I guess I've decided to replace the name. Alright, we got the backdashing... Okay, the backdashing Koopa. Not Koopa. This is Kamek, I'm sorry. Man, I can't remember words to say my life today. Actually, not too bad with just using your feet for this guy, because he just kind of, as you can see, you can just kind of cruise. He occasionally casts some spells, but not wholly very threatening. Thwomp was actually probably the most threatening thing so far, and he's dead. All right, and then it's time for Dracula. There he is, Dracula, with his green shell and all his hammers. There he is. And unfortunately for Dracula, he requires turtle shells. You can't just exactly just sit on him. So you gotta work it this way. But you know, pretty much standard Bowser. I mean, he shoots fireballs, he throws hammers, he does the thing where he goes in his shell and jumps halfway across the room. Yeah, you know, pretty standard stuff. So as long as you've played Mario, wow. This Bowser is programmed to totally avoid the turtle shell. What the heck? That's some sick dodges. He dodged that junk like 5 times in a row. What the heck? That's kind of wild. I mean, it's actually some insane. Like, if that was RNG, that was no. Okay, so he is programmed to try to avoid it. That's actually pretty interesting. I didn't know that. But that's less health. Oh, okay. Bowser avoids. That's what I was thinking too. Hey, there we go. That is the boss rush. That is the big GG easy mode. And there's your score, 804. That's pretty poggers right there. Very, very nicely done. All right. Well, that was Matthew, everybody. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to go ahead and set up for the next run, which is going to be let's see what's we got coming up. Oh, we got Nasty coming up with Divine Cybermancy. Look forward to that.